British police clash with rioters in the northern town of Rotherham as a wave of anti-immigration protests grip the UK. Rioters in several cities have spent days targeting asylum seekers, immigrants, and ethnic minorities with violence, arson, and looting, blaming the groups for a deadly stabbing in England's north. It's the worst social unrest here in years. In a televised address to the nation, Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the action from who he called far-right thugs.
People in this country have a right to be safe, and yet we've seen Muslim communities targeted, attacks on mosques, other minority communities singled out, Nazi salutes in the street, attacks on the police, wanton violence alongside racist rhetoric. So no, I won't shy away from calling it what it is: far-right thuggery.
The protests were triggered by a stabbing rampage at a dance class last week in the north of England that left 3 girls dead and several wounded. Social media misinformation claimed the suspected killer was a radical Muslim immigrant. But despite police revealing 17-year-old Axel Rudokabana was born in Britain and UK media reporting his family is Christian, anti-immigration and anti-Muslim riots have continued, leaving minority communities feeling at risk.
I feel unsafe to stay in Southport, really.
Britain's Interior Minister Yvette Cooper says the criminal action has no place on the UK streets and promised those rioting will face the full force of the law.
I want everyone to be clear. Anyone who gets involved in criminal disorder, violent thuggery on our streets will have to pay the price, and they should expect there to be arrests, prosecutions, penalties, and the full force of the law, including imprisonment, travel bans, and more. 150 arrests have already been made, and far-right protesters have also been met with pushback from counter-demonstrators, chanting, "Refugees are welcome here." Many residents say those rioting don't represent the wider community and have come out in numbers to clean up and stand in solidarity with those being targeted.
I think it was really important to show the people of Springbank, our Black and Asian community, that, if people are going to bring 200 people out to incite hate, we're going to bring 20,000 out to incite good.
Police have been granted extra powers to bring the disorder under control, as far-right protesters plan to continue taking to the streets while the cabinet holds an emergency meeting, searching for a way to put an end to the hate-fueled violence. Chen, Rosie, Grenenger, and Herel Hughes for TaiwanPlus.